Hello, I'm James Snyder, and I play Josh in If Then, and this is my If Then story. My If Then story starts 2 years ago with flying out to New York to audition for Book of Mormon. And while I was here, I also auditioned for Carousel at the Goodspeed Opera House. And I didn't book Book of Mormon, but I did book Carousel, and playing Billy Bigelow. About 3 weeks before I was going to leave to go to Connecticut, I find out, my wife and I find out that we're pregnant, and she wasn't planning on coming with me. And in it, Billy Bigelow sings soliloquy, and where he's wondering about having a boy or a girl, and how he's going to deal with that. And so needless to say, that was a very real song for me, and a very real experience. I lost my grandpa Bill, actually, in the process too, and so my whole life was in this crazy sort of place where everything was all jumbling together. And it just so happened that Jen Gambites, who was playing Carrie, was good friends with Michael, who is David Stone's partner. And so David Stone came up with Michael to see the show. And David Stone, being the producer of If Then, saw me do that and was moved by my performance, really singing about my kid, and said, I think you would be good for Josh. And so they offered me a workshop, which I couldn't do because my wife was so pregnant and I'd been gone for 5 months. And I had to pass, and I was like, oh, well, there goes that job. And sure enough, they called again, and I auditioned. And at this point, my son had just been born. He was 6 weeks old the first time I heard the song Hey Kid, which was one of my audition songs. And that's all about having a kid and experiencing that. And so I went in and auditioned, and I'm crying and they're crying, and I guess it worked out. And so really, if I hadn't done Carousel in Connecticut, David Stone would have not brought me into If Then.